hello, I'm Kråkan, also known as Corvus Cornix, so welcome to Yacc, yet another Crowcast where I pick a game I played for a week and then I talk about it. This week's game is New Super Mario Bros. 2 for the Nintendo 3DS. It was released in 2012 and it's a 2D single-player/multiplayer game platformer. Developed by Nintendo EAD and published by Nintendo, and also there will be spoilers up ahead just so you know, but first a little backstory. So I believe this was my first 3DS game that I ever had. I might be wrong about that, but I think it was my first anyway. So at the start of a game you can pick solo play, co-op play and coin rush. So if you pick a new game you get the story. So the Koopa kids are basically kidnapping Princess Peach and Mario and Luigi goes to save her. And this game is a little bit like Super Mario Bros. 3. You have like a level select, but where this game really shines is it's all about collecting coins, and that's pretty much all that you do in this game. It even has like a coin counter of all the total coins you collected throughout the game. So this game is like any other Mario platformer out there. So this game has 6 levels. You have 2 secret worlds called Mushroom World and Flower World, and then you have an extra secret one called the Star Worlds. So on each level you can collect 3 big coins, and these coins can be spent throughout the map on these mushroom houses where you get extra power-ups, and you can also get level ups. So this is kind of silly, but at the end of the game I had so many extra lives. They're really easy to rack up on, so I don't even get the point of these like level up houses. So during a level, usually midway, there is like a checkpoint in the form of flag, and at the end of the level there's a flagpole. So if you hit the top of the flagpole you get an extra life. And the power-ups of these games are basically, you have like the mini mushroom, you have the mega mushroom, and then you have the leaf and so on. And if you fail on a level enough times, like I did, I think it's 5 or 6 times, you get an extra block with a golden leaf, and that's basically Mario on steroids. You can fly, you can do all sorts of things, and plus you're invincible. So I guess the developer just wanted the players to have fun in this case. And in some levels you have these red circles, and once you go through them you activate a coin rush where you try to collect red coins, like 8 of them, just like Super Mario Bros. 3, and then you're usually rewarded with an extra life. And you have these gold circles as well. If you go through them there's like a timer, and every enemy turns into gold, and once you defeat an enemy you will get coins as well. So it's kind of crazy how this game just throws coins at you. Usually when you get 100 coins you get an extra life, so you will have no problems breezing through this game. There's even a power-up which is kind of crazy, that it's the golden flower, where Mario takes it, he turns into gold, and every block that he destroys turns into money and enemies as well. And yeah, super crazy, but a fun idea. So the first secret that I found in this game was the way to the Mushroom World. So you go into this castle level in the middle of the stage, and you go through a gap which is revealed by these green slinkies, if that makes sense, and you get into a cannon, you get blasted into the Mushroom World. And this is where the game really ramps up for me. And before this point this game was really a breeze, but it just turned into a really hard time for me, let's say that. So once you beat a mushroom level or any of the secret levels, you can kind of skip, like, so you went from level like world 1 to the mushroom world and skipped level 2 and then went to 3, and after that I just started to explore. I went back to other worlds. You can do that on the touch screen at any time on the overworld map. Just, touch the screen, you want to go to world 1, there you go, you can rack up on lives and extra stuff. So the last thing I did this week was that I went back to all the levels and tried to collect all the big coins, the 3 big coins. And it doesn't do anything to progress the game, it's just something that's more or less a satisfaction for me, because if I don't have all the coins it kind of bothers me. But yeah, it's a minor thing, but that's what I did. I even got as far as to World 6 and Bowser, but I couldn't beat him. There's this thing at the end of the level where you're going up on these platforms, and you are supposed to avoid his arms when he like smashes down and he destroys the platforms. And even if you have the leaf or the golden leaf, even, it's one of those things that lava kills you regardless, and if you don't have any platforms to stand on you will go into the lava. So I wasn't like angry or anything, but it's just one of those things where maybe if I've been more patient I would have made it, but I didn't. So gameplay: go through the different levels, beat the koopalings and save Princess Peach in the end. Control: the Y and X button dash or runs, the B and A button jumps, but you can change that in the option menu as well. The D-pad or the circle pad moves Mario around, and I like you can control them with the D-pad because that feels more nostalgic and more correct in my opinion. The start button pauses, and there's the one thing that's not necessary, but on the map screen you can push either left or right, the left or right trigger to go in those directions to see the entirety of the level. Graphics. So this game, like any other Mario game, is very colorful and very bright. After playing for a while you get the usual eye strain that the 3DS does, but a good thing about this game is that it doesn't really use the 3D effect that much, usually for objects in the background to appear more distant and stuff, but you don't really need it. I didn't use it anyway. And another good thing is, like, if you beat a level, you often get the prompt to save, or if you visit like a mushroom house, you can save, and castles and so on. So you can play this game in short bursts, which is fantastic. You just pick it up and go as you feel. And if the game doesn't save for any other reason, it's not that hard to catch up to where you were. Easter eggs, secrets, and glitches. There are these levels called rainbow levels, and you activate them by getting a specific number on the last 2 digits of the timer. So you need to clear the level with the criteria of the last 2 digits being the same digits as the level select of that level. So if you are on level 11, the last 2 digits need to be 11, and so on. There is this other Easter egg that I really like, that if you clear the game and you select any save file, you press L and R, the L and R triggers at the same time, you can play as Luigi. He has different like voice lines and stuff. It's a nice little thing. So in conclusion, I wrote, yes, play it if you want a casual Mario game. So I don't think that this game does anything wrong. It's just a whole lot of collecting of coins. The difficulty ramps up in the special levels, but it doesn't get any harder than that. And by the end of the game, you will have so many extra lives that it really doesn't matter. I can definitely recommend this game. It's fun to play. You know, pick it up and go, play it in small bursts, or do whatever. You can't go wrong with this one. So anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.